Welcome to episode 3 of the Crazy8 Podcast Report, back here at Lionsgate Studios. My name is Tracy Truman, and I'm here to take you behind the scenes as our panel of judges decides which 8 teams make it into the Crazy8s this year.
Thank you, everybody. That's been 65 pitches in 2 days. That's a lot to hear and a lot to take in. Now it's actually the hardest part is to take from all those great pitches and get them down to 8. Congratulations to the 8 films that'll be screening June the 3rd at the Center. Race for the Cure, Ken Hegan, director, Kirsten Newlands, producer.
I think we all probably had our separate favorites, and we all have, to narrow it down to 8 films is going to be difficult. And the great thing this year is there's 8 films instead of 5 films, so we can actually have more than we've ever had before, but at the same time it's going to be challenging to narrow it down. We're just going to go through them one by one, and we're going to sit here till it's done.
Breakdown, John Bolton, director, Aaron Cluton, producer. The process is somewhat informal. We encourage a lot of discussion. As long as one person is championing a film, it's going to stay on the list. But if we can go through and make a short list from the ones that really jumped out at you, or the ones that you maybe sort of liked, we'll start with them on the board, and then we'll work our way through by slowly whittling them down by process of elimination. And we will get to the right 8 films. It might just take us a couple of bottles of wine and a few more hours, but we will get there. The winner of the City TV Cultural Diversity Prize is Sandcastle, and also one of the films chosen for this year's competition. Katrin Bowen, director, Thiam Gagnon, producer.
The deliberation process worked. At the end of both days, we came up with our shortlists from the day, combined those shortlists into one long list, and then started to program an evening and to debate each film and the merits of each film on the strength of the pitch and the strength of the story and the diversity of storytelling styles to make sure that we had a lot covered.
Circumference, C.J. Wallace, director.
Criteria are 1, films that are compelling, stories that we're really interested in, projects and people we're really interested in getting behind, things we want to see on the screen, and then things that we think that can have a afterlife.
Fool's Gold, Jordan Christensen, director, Lauren Guest, producer. My rule of thumb is as long as one person's passionate about the choice, we've got to keep it on the table as long as possible, and it was long in some cases tonight. Ashes to Ashes, Sam Barnes.
Deliberating these films is like, it's easy to get through the first pass, second pass is easy, and then at the end, it really was like a battle.
TBD, Luke Divers, director, Sean Divers, producer.
I think the diversity of opinion with 6 judges is going to reflect the diversity of opinion in an audience on the night. And so when we can walk away going, those are 8 films we want to see, we feel good that we've created a night of entertainment that an audience of people will really respond to.
The Critic, Jamin Lloyd, director, Chris Ferguson, producer.
If you didn't get accepted to the festival, 1, I hope you had fun. 2, congratulations for doing it. 3, I hope you learned something. 4, come back again.
I'd just like to shout out to everybody that pitched this year. We had a difficult time because so many of the pitches were fantastic. So if your name isn't one of the 8 chosen, it's no reflection on the work that you did. We had a very tough time this year choosing.
Congratulations to this year's filmmakers. Now stay tuned for our next podcast as the Crazy8s has their first official team meeting. Don't forget to subscribe to the Crazy8 Podcasts by going to www.crazy8podcasts.com. From Lionsgate Studios, I'm Tracy Truman with the Crazy8 Podcast Report.